Hello everyone and welcome on back to the channel. Thank you as always for being here, for showing up, stopping by and coming on through, especially as we move into our January 2024 preview Long Song Saturday. That sounds weird saying that, 2024. It's gonna take a little bit to get used to that. Anyways, ignore the clickbait in the video. When I say that I'm taking a break, I don't mean that I'm taking a break from the channel, but as you guys, and I hope you enjoyed, as you saw in December, I wanted to go out with a bang. I wanted to do extra videos, not only 2 videos a day, but sometimes 3 extra album listens throughout the whole month, not only Saturday, but also Sunday. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that, but it took a lot out of me. And there was a lot going on my side of things, especially with my dad and his health. I'm sure a lot of you already know, which by the way, thank you guys so much for the well wishes and everything. He is at home. He just got home a couple days ago. So hopefully everything's going well from there. But there's no literal break in the channel. It's just I'm taking a brief step back in January to give myself a rest, in my version of a rest, before I plan on kicking things high up again in February. So January, here is the January Long Song Saturday list for, of course, every Saturday in January. Let's go ahead and begin. Of course, all of these have been requested by you guys directly. For January 6th, the first Saturday of the month, we're going to listen to this particular track. We're doing a lot of longer tracks because, like I said, it's my way of taking a break. Full albums take a little bit more, but when I just do a longer song, it's like a little bit of a rest for me. So on January 6th, we're going to listen to this recommendation suggested by Bob Holtzman, Claudette Miss, Michael Capewell, Steve Connor, Joan Bunakos, Come On Is Such Joy, JMP, USVA, and the list goes on from there. So you all have suggested this 1970 release, genres progressive rock, and we're going to listen to the entire second side of this album, which is one full-length track that will be called Caw-Caw Birdman. Put some spect on the name. That will be Birdman by the band McDonald and Giles, some King Crimson alumni that we have coming up on the 6th. Then, on January 13th, we are going to do a full album review, actually. It'll be the only full album review that's going to be done, at least on the Saturdays of January. I keep on hinting like I'm going to do something extra. Ignore me. But we are going to do this full album listen here. So this album was suggested to me by One Nelson DJ, John Mavrodis, TMRNBN, and Disconlet Moose. Moose, you. This would be the 1980 album with genres of neo-psychedelia. It's post-punk, new wave, psychedelic pop, jangle pop, and power pop. This will be the album by the second album by the band, the Soft Boys, Underwater Moonlight. That is what will be coming down the pipe on January 13th. Then, on January 20th, we are going to hit this particular long song as well. That's been requested quite a bit, I would say. Suggested by Andrew James Gordon, James Warner, Mongol Bo B, User FN70B, a lot of numbers, Burr2PG, Vladimir, I can't even say your last name, Vladimir Milutinovok, AK, Christopher Quinn, Black Sapphire, Rootmaster. This list goes on. This one goes. Burt McKinney, you mentioned this a few times. This would be the long song and title track from this jazz fusion, progressive rock, and heavy metal album released 1979. We're going to listen to the title track of the album Downwind by Pierre Moreland's Gong. A little bit of a return to Gong in some ways. But yeah, so when I say Downwind, we're not listening to the whole album, but the 12-minute title track from the album. So that's what's going to be coming up there. And then for the final January, the final Saturday of January 2024, because I like to every once in a while, as you guys have noticed recently, in the past year actually, I think this past year has been the one year that we've really tried to include a little bit more of this genre, especially not only on Saturdays, but with live performances. So we're going to listen and watch another classical piece of music performed. That will be the piece that has been recommended by David Emery, James Warner, Matthew V789, and Eric McNerney. So this will be the three-movement work for orchestra written in 1914 and 1915 by the Finnish composer Jan Sibelius, and this will be Symphony Number 5. We will be watching the Oslo Philharmonic performing that. So that is the end of January. So January, like I said, I am taking a little bit of a break, but it's just it's not a literal break. It's just this is my exhale, and then February we inhale again, and maybe we'll go a little harder. But that's what we got. McDonald and Giles with Birdman, the Soft Boys full album listen of Underwater Moonlight, Pierre Moreland's Gong Downwind, just the title track, and then Jan Sibelius with Symphony Number 5, a live video reaction, which we'll be doing. So I hope that there's something within January that tickles your fancy. Of course, there'll be all the other reactions and stuff. If you guys haven't noticed, I've been chiseling ever so slowly at the long list of song recommendations that I got in that one video I made earlier in December, I think it was, or maybe early in November, who knows. But I've been chiseling at those, taking out recommendations from them. I don't know if you guys have seen, but there's over 550 comments from that thing. I've probably hit not a lot. But I have chiseled. I have specifically gone in there and taken stuff from there. So hope that you enjoyed December. Hope that you enjoy it and look forward to something in January. Of course, you can continue recommendations in the comments. And please enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy 2024. It's a brand new year, brand new us, kind of. Let's keep it going. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Bye.